All right, this is going to be a redo of a video that I put out like over 6 years ago on this channel. At the time, I think I had some music playing in the background because I subsequently got some copyright strikes. And as a result, I think over half the video is silent or there's some generic sort of music playing in the background, but no commentary. So I figured I'd do it again. And it's my 1977 Top Star Wars complete set with stickers. And this is a set that I assembled series by series in the 90s. I always wanted a complete set. When I was a kid, these cards weren't very easy to find, at least not the early series. And so you start out with a blue set. And the best card in this set here is going to be Luke, card number 1. Now, I have a very nice copy here, but upon closer inspection, there are some surface issues. So there was a little bit of a gum stain that I was able to, with a pantyhose, like slowly, wipe off. There's still some residue. I don't want to be too aggressive with it. And then there looks to be like a surface bubble here. I'm not sure what that is. Or anyway, having said all that, unfortunately, I think if I were to grade this card, the surface might hold it back to like a 5. Otherwise, it's like an 8+ in my opinion. So we shall see. I mean, these cards are not cheap graded. I mean, even 8s, I think, are over $1,000 now, which is crazy. So I may send that out for grading. I may not. I guess I'll just, when we get to that point where grading is now, back to normal as far as turnaround times are concerned, hopefully pricing is still reasonable, I'll consider it. So Blue Series, Series 1, and a lot of great photos here. A lot of horizontal cards, too. Oops. Flip through this here like this. By the way, this binder that I'm using is from a company called Unikeep. I usually get questions about stuff like that. Yeah, really, really great cards. Brings back a lot of memories. And, grading these cards is kind of a thing. I mean, I see them on eBay. I see various prices, realize the biggest being Luke. But here's a card I also consider this. I think it's silly to call this, these are rookie cards, but it's the first Han Solo Topps card, right? So this one is in better condition surface-wise than Luke, without a doubt, and equally good centering corners. So this one might, I think, realistically grade an 8, maybe an 8.5. So this is a card that I would definitely send in without hesitation to PSA. Although it doesn't command as high a price as the Luke, Han Solo is still a huge character and my favorite character from the films, as a matter of fact. And so here's Series 2, 66 card set, 5 series, 330 total cards, 11 stickers per series for a total of 55 stickers. And so I went through and I bought the cards first, and then it was later on where I went and I assembled the sticker sets one by one. Here's the red series. And I remember seeing pictures of these cards in magazines at the time. Maybe they're like sci-fi magazines, but never could find them in stores. And the real unicorn is Series 3. I mean, yellow. I remember I had a friend who had one yellow Topps Star Wars card. But that was like the only time I ever saw that in person until like literally when I started buying these again in the 90s. Never saw the yellow series ever. The later series were a little bit more available because I did get quite a few of the Series 4 and Series 5 in packs at like the gas station or convenience store. But these are very nice too. The red border. So only the blue has the Starfield design. The rest are just solid colors. And then here's the yellow series. Now, when I picked up these sets, I was really just going for a nice, clean, near mint set. And, this was before PSA became really mainstream, which wasn't until, like, I think the mid to late 90s. So, centering I didn't really care about. Nowadays, I pay more attention to it. But if you look here, this one's really off-center up here. And then I have one particular yellow card. It's, like, almost miscut. So this one's really off-centered here as well. Yeah, this one comes to mind. This one is badly off-centered or miscut. It's still actually barely a border. That would be a miscut. But just a classic set, without a doubt. So, what is it? This one is another card that I would like, I think, to get slabbed. This Darth Vader card. This was the card, in fact, that when I was younger was the one card that I saw in person that somebody had. And this is probably an 8 candidate. But it's a little bit off center. Anyway, it's cool. That's actually painted image. So not necessarily his rookie card, but it's just a card that I like with the color combination of the yellow and the painted image there. So here is where I was able to buy a lot of these in the stores. The green series seem to be available everywhere, and fortunately it's the least favorite of mine because I didn't like the color, and I believe they used a lot of like behind the scenes photos, which I didn't particularly care for, like publicity photos, and we'll see some of those in here. That's a cool card. I like that card a lot. That's like that's his Wonder Bread card right there. That's the same image there. So you have this card, then you have this card, and then you have this card. So they were really milking it to try to get, you know, fresh imagery. So here's the case of like a publicity or behind the scenes photo, and there's more right here, like this one and this one. Didn't really care for those. And then Series 5, this was the series where they finally allowed people to see the cantina. They wanted the movie, I guess, Topps was prohibited from showing cantina scenes on these cards until Series 5, because this came out after the movie had been released. I believe this was 78 when the Orange series was finally out. So you're going to see a lot of cantina stuff in here. There's one here. Because I guess they didn't want to spoil that part of the movie, which is understandable. But this was another series that I was able to find at like convenience stores. And so maybe they printed more of these things and had wider distribution than the first 3 series because of how popular, you know, the film was. So again, there's some making of scenes here. The Orange series, yeah, behind the scenes stuff, art department, makeup, special effects, that sort of thing. And then here's the stickers. So the stickers also are something that I guess can be graded. And this is Luke number 1. Oh, something's wrong with it. So it looks like somebody, and I wanted to replace this at one point and I never got around to doing it, and I don't think it's worth it now, but it looks like this was peeled off and then put back on kind of like off, you know, not even. You see how this border, that's the backing of the sticker, but I don't think that's what happened. I just think it was produced that way, unfortunately. So probably the best sticker in the set, and mine's a little, you know, a little effed up. But I always liked this sticker design too. And there's one set, I believe it's the Orange series, where I picked up, and they had all gum stains on the back, and I didn't care. I think we'll see that here. Is this green or orange? All right, so this must be the first. This must be the Series 5, because these all, I believe, have gum stains on them. Yeah, here. Yeah, gum stains all over these. So, but again, they're on the back, and I didn't care, and I just wanted to have a complete set. So, you know, when I was putting this together, I had no idea what grading was or what it would mean in the future, and if I should be looking for, you know, mint all the way cards. I just wanted a nice looking set, and that's what this is basically. So, and then I also have unopened wax packs of these, and I believe these are something that can be graded. I never sent a wax pack in for grading, and I have no idea like how these are viewed from a grading scale standpoint. Like, I don't know if I open this one up here. I don't think I've opened these in years. Let's take a look. So here's Series 1. I mean, look, there's some cracks in the paper there a little bit, right? So that's, you know, I guess a white corner. I mean, I don't know. The wrap is tight. So I don't know how how grading is looked at when it comes to packs. And this is Series 2 here. This is Series 3, Series 4, Series 5. And these are just nice to have. I like the unopened pack for this original series. Was never really a fan. I had a bunch of the Empire Strikes Back cards as a kid. Those I can get anywhere, anytime. White, blue, and yellow series. But the design just wasn't, I don't know, it just wasn't as nice as this one. And never really had any interest later in life to reacquire the Empire Strikes Back, and then, or even Return of the Jedi for that matter. But anyway, that's it. This is my 1977 Topps Star Wars complete set. And somewhat of, I guess, a redo, re-upload. All right, well, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later.